Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the CW Clinic. I am here with downtimeTV.
What up?
In the Knowlton, having fun.
Yes.
I have a small audience today, live audience. I'm actually kind of excited.
It's dope. It's energy.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm getting used to the cameras, honestly. I like the fact that I actually understand that there's cameras in front of me because, like I was just telling you, I don't know how to work a camera.
Yeah.
I know how to turn it on and put it into the camera mode if it takes pictures too. That's it.
That's
it.
okay.
Is that bad?
No, that's why you are where you are, and then you have people around you that do that for you. So you just shine on camera. Right?
Yeah. Well, it's the bald head.
Yeah.
I put coconut oil on it.
Oh, good.
And that like really makes it shine.
Yes.
So
I heard coconut oil is good for the brain.
I think
don't know.
so.
I'm just making that up.
I think if you eat it too.
Oh,
right?
yeah. No, definitely.
Yeah. Guys, welcome back. What episode am I on? 78?
Yep.
I'm on episode 78. I apologize, guys. Actually, there was a 78 recorded. However, it will probably be a little later in the lineup because we've now lost it. But the interesting part about today is I've really been doing a lot of thinking about that the new year is very close. And I audited my entire goal list from 2020 recently, and I had some pretty big goals, and I also had some pretty big goals that I did not accomplish. And I'm going to talk about that later on in a different show. But for today, I want to talk about goal setting, okay? And goal setting is something that I've been very proficient at for about a decade now. And I really want to be able to teach you guys some really fundamental things to be able to actually accomplish the goal, because I think a lot of us get hung up when we fail goals, and it kind of like makes us feel like we're not doing something right or not worthy or thinking too big or just don't have confidence in us or something along those lines. But realistically, if we can get clear on the goals first for 2021 for myself and you, then I could teach you how to unpack them. So the biggest fundamental thing when it comes to goal setting is for 2021 or any year, okay? I want to put on display that we're talking about 2021, but if, like Mike, if you can think 10, 20, 30 years down the road, you're almost like reverse engineering to what you need to do for the next year.
Right.
Now, if we don't have the vision for 30 years down the road,
how do you know?
That's okay.
Oh, okay.
We can, how do you know?
Yeah, how do you know what steps to take?
I think like one of the big first steps is being able to see a year down the road. All right. So if you can think about 2021 and then you can think about what you want to accomplish in 2021 or 2051.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I know. I'm thinking that.
You know, like me too, right? So like I know what I need to get done for 2021. I know what the next 5 years for me specifically are going to be interesting.
I can't wait. I'm glad I'm a part of this ride with you, bro. Sick.
And rocky.
Yes.
There's going to be lots of rocky roads along the way.
Nice.
However, I think this is important about goals. The rocky road, the tough road, the road that's not easy is where your growth is that you're looking for, because you have to be tested.
Yeah.
You can't just fucking write your goals down and bang, they magically happen unless you're like a fantastic manifester like maybe Tony Robbins or something along those lines. But he's an anomaly in my opinion.
Yep.
Great leader, great man. I mean,
divine,
very divine. I mean, his what
life.
What he does is he teaches.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, going back to what I was saying, the fucking the rocky road.
Yes.
There's going to be a lot of them, not only for me but for everybody. And the bigger that you dream, right, the more pushback you're going to get. Okay. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to teach you guys how to set goals for overall success in life. Okay. And when I say overall a success in life, I think it encompasses several things. I think it encompasses your job or business, your personal life, and your relationships. Okay? It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. It can be like your friendships.
Yep.
Maybe, for instance, the people you hang out with might not just be aligned with where you want to go. Those are relationships.
Yeah.
Or maybe your romantic relationship with your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your husband, wife, gender neutral, all the things in between.
Yeah.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah, I think so.
Is that how you say it? Gender neutral?
Gender neutral, right?
Is that
the professional way to say it? I don't know. I get confused with all of it.
I don't even know what to say.
I know. To be like politically correct, you're saying?
I'm not the most politically correct person.
That's all right. It's okay. You tap in your Dan Pena.
That dude's savage.
Yeah.
Okay, so your romantic relationships, your friendship relationships, maybe your family relationships, when I'm talking about relationships, I'm saying just any fucking relationship.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be your romantic partner. It could be your mother. It could be your friends, right? And when you're setting goals, I like to teach 3 different ways: personal, business, and relationships. So I want everyone to think about when they're setting goals for 2021 or to 2051, where do you want to be in a relationship with your friends, with your romantic lover, with whoever? Where do you want to be in business? And where do you want to be in your personal life?
Right.
Okay, because they're all separate.
Yeah.
And even a guy like me, where I just blend from one thing to the next 7 days a week for fucking 13 years, there's still a difference.
Right.
Right. It doesn't mean that it's all one thing. You just have to focus on the goal setting for each. So when I say set one goal for your relationships, for your personal life, and for business, I would be talking to the person who maybe by January 15th, January 21st every year kind of gets defeated.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
there's a bunch of them.
You set your goals. However, very soon off you realize I might not be able to do this. I'm talking to you. I want you to set one goal for each: personal, relationship, and business. And when I say business, it could be your job.
Career, yeah.
Yeah, career, exactly. Good way of putting it.
Yep.
So let's start with relationships. I would recommend to you to figure out what you want as a human. And if you want to be in a relationship or get out of a relationship or not have anything to do with relationships or do whatever the fuck you want, you have to understand
literally
what you want.
Yeah.
Right? Like, for instance, I only want to be around select people for relationships on a daily basis. And that's just what I want, but I know that.
Right.
Right? Like, in a romantic relationship sense, I'm 35 years old and I'm not married.
Right.
So there's a stigma with society on that. However, I've never wanted to get married. I've never looked a female in the face and been like, you know what, I'm going to marry you. No.
Yeah.
So that's what my choice is.
Right.
Whether society deems that as ridiculous or I just chose that I never wanted it, you have to understand what you want to set your goals.
And not care about the societal pressures.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, exactly.
Trash.
Thank you. So for instance, for my goal list for 2021 when it comes to relationships, it's not setting to get married. You understand?
Yeah.
There's no, it's definitely not happening. So for you guys, but maybe you've been in a relationship for 5 years and you guys have been talking about getting married and you're like, you know what? I'm going to get married in 2021. That would be a good relationship goal. Or this is one I like to talk about a little bit and it's a little taboo, but maybe you want to have better sex because boring sex is fucking terrible. Okay.
Yeah.
And listen, you got
dead weight.
Dead weight. You got to look yourself in the fucking mirror and be like, am I enjoying my sex life?
Right.
All right. Because if you're not, I guarantee you the rest of your life isn't as good as it can be. Because what many people don't know, and I learned this from Napoleon Hill when he was writing in the 1920s, is the most powerful energy that we have is sex energy. It's the most powerful energy that we harness. I learned that in the 15 Laws of Success written in 1923.
Which still applies
Napoleon
today.
Hill, which was Napoleon Hill's first book after he interviewed Andrew Carnegie. If anyone knows about that era, Andrew Carnegie is arguably one of the most wealthiest and influential people to ever walk this earth. Well beyond Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
Well beyond. Same with John D. Rockefeller
Mm-hmm.
and
The Rothschilds.
and the Rothschilds from that era. Yeah, exactly.
I know about them a little bit.
Yeah, you do. Thank you.
No worries.
You grabbed me on that one.
Yeah.
And the Rothschilds are still doing it.
Yeah, no, I know. And the Rockefellers are still around. I feel like they're,
Yeah.
you know.
Hashtag Federal Reserve.
Exactly.
So let's get back on track.
Yeah,
right?
seriously.
All
Goal setting.
right. Goal
So
setting.
you want these people to set one goal in each part of their life.
Yeah, if you fail your goals quickly every year, okay? And another one would be personal. So maybe you want to lose 20 pounds, okay? This is just a good goal. I'm just using it as a good personal goal, but there's all sorts of personal things. You know, adopt a dog, move to a new city, go on vacation, so on and so forth. And it doesn't really matter what the goal is. It's a matter of understanding what you want.
Right.
And set yourself one personal goal, okay? And when it comes to your career or business, set yourself one major goal. Maybe it's get a promotion. Maybe it's get a raise. Maybe it's find a new job. Maybe it's open your business.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared. And now you have these 3 big goals, okay? And you got to write them down.
Yes.
Don't write them on your fucking phone. Don't write them on your fucking computer. Take a motherfucking pen and a piece of fucking paper and write it the fuck down.
Yeah.
All right? And then after you write it down, I want you to put it somewhere you're going to see it every day. Your refrigerator, your mirror in your bathroom, mirror in your room, on your nightstand, somewhere where you're going to see that motherfucker every day. You're not going to forget because you're going to look every day. And here's the extra thing that I teach that some people don't. Read it aloud.
Yeah.
Every day.
Mm-hmm.
Speak it into existence.
And why do we do that, Chris?
So you know what? Like, I do that shit all the time. You know what I mean? Could I explain the psychology behind it? I think at a fundamental level, probably.
I'm talking about like this, like, you know, the affirmation aspect. What you know, and it's real stuff. You know,
your body can't recognize the difference between positive or negative, left or right.
Mm-hmm.
If you're constantly speaking positivity, it's just going to marinate down inside of you and your subconscious and your being and your soul. And then all of a sudden, you're going to manifest those goals because you wrote it down and you read it every day because you looked at it every day. Wouldn't you know? And I guarantee you, if you take that approach, you're going to nail those goals well before 2022 comes around. Then you just set yourself some more goals.
Right.
Now, if you're a heavy fucking hitter, okay, I want you to set 10 goals per category. All right?
Wow.
Now, that should take you a year, okay? If that takes you a year and say you complete 70, 80% of them, Powell, I know you're not on microphone, but how many goals did I write for 2020? About 10? Yes. And how many did I fail? 3.5. So
what's the half?
75% of those fucking goals will happen. Right? The half was, one of the goals I failed was I was going to retire my mother in 2020. And I didn't get to do it. I mean, there's a lot of,
you mentioned that,
there's a lot of things I could say right now. However,
99-1.
I don't think so.
No.
COVID, I had to shut down my biggest business because of it, which put me behind in the rest of my goals because all of a sudden, like, there was that 1%, the variable of COVID, right? And all of a sudden that knocked out one of my biggest businesses. You know, it's a over $1 million business, and there's jobs and there's people and there's customers. You don't just kind of like turn your back to it. It took 6 months, which 6 months I ended up failing 3 goals.
Yeah.
So
I see what you're saying.
Do I say it's my responsibility? I do. I chose not to retire my mother and close my business at the same time. One of my 5 businesses at that time. So there's lots of other things going on. But I started retiring her.
Right.
I did the financials and forecasted it for the next 30 to 40 years.
Okay, good.
Because she's in her 60s, which means I need enough money for 40 years.
Yeah. Right. I know. Exactly.
You know, I mean, fucking people are dying in their 90s now.
Yeah. Imagine
Our parents will be like 100.
110 maybe.
Like we'll
Easy.
be into the hundreds.
Oh,
These
I
kids
know.
will be like 120.
Yeah.
I mean, if they can get past this COVID bullshit.
I know. With the fear.
Let's get back on track.
Yes,
here.
yes. Goals.
So I fucking failed. So you listen, if you set 10 goals per personal personal career and relationship, and if you fail a few of them, you will be so much further ahead next year.
Yeah.
Than you were the year prior, and probably 95% of the people you know, if not more, 98, 99. Am I yelling?
No.
I'm Italian.
I know.
Like
You can't. I know.
Fuck.
I know. You can't contain it.
Okay. All right. So let's recap here.
Pull it in, yeah.
Yeah, let's pull it. So 2020, 2020 is almost done.
Yeah.
We got a whole nother year coming up. This
know.
is another opportunity to reset yourself and set some goals and set your vision.
Yeah.
The first step is understanding yourself. The second step
Is knowing what you want.
is knowing what you want in 3 categories: personal, career, and relationship. Okay. And it could go beyond that. However, if you have goals in all 3, you'll be well-rounded and become successful in life.
Yeah.
Okay. So set one goal. If you're struggling with actually meeting goals historically, if you're a heavy hitter and you think you're a bad motherfucker, I want you to set 10 goals per category. And you know what? I'll tell you, I'll open it up to everybody. If you are that motherfucker, get a hold of me. I want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you'll be successful and I want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I want to help you.
Right.
I want to help you achieve those goals. But anyways, that's not important. You know what is important? I just actually opened the pre-sale launch to my 2nd annual running of Dominate Your Day, my signature mentorship course. I think the best way, actually, someone on Facebook asked me what I was selling. And my response was, I put the link to my landing page and I said, I'll hold the door open for you if you want to change your life.
Wow.
I think that's a good way of saying it.
Yeah.
You know,
Because they have to walk through.
you have to walk through the door. I'm actually not doing anything other than opening the door for everyone.
Right.
And I just opened the door and enrollment yesterday. And it's going to be open until we cut it off, but there's 9 seats full. There's 9 seats full. That means I have 21 open seats. I have about fucking 20 open seats.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you guys are ready, I'm rolling this system out right at the start of 2021. You're going to meet with me on a weekly basis. You're going to do a Zoom call with me on a weekly basis. I'm going to teach you the 7 most monumental, life-changing lessons that I've learned to get me to where I am today. And how I got there was setting goals exactly like I'm teaching you, amongst hard work. But for episode 78, I want you guys to know that that's how you set goals. If you liked what I said about 78, listen to episode 79, because I'm going to teach you how to attack those fucking goals.
Yes.
And when it comes to attacking the goal, that's where everybody usually stumbles. And if you're interested in anything that I have to say, just find me on Instagram at ChrisHorns1. Where do they find you?
Downtime TV.
Downtime TV. But you're on everything, right?
Yeah. We're everywhere. Downtime TV on all platforms. Not me. I don't give my person. I don't care about that. I'm all about the team.
Okay. Yeah, but they could find you on what platforms?
Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and that's it right now.
Where else are you?
That's it right now.
You got a website?
Oh, and YouTube. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, YouTube's your big one.
Yeah, YouTube's a big boy, and Instagram.
You got a website?
We're working on it.
Okay, so find them,
developed.
guys. Find them on YouTube. But listen, for anyone that doesn't know, Downtime TV is producing the CW clinic. So,
Appreciate it.
you know, I want to give my gratitude to you. I want to thank you. And guys, make sure you follow him, okay? Because they're onto something big. You should tell by the fucking video that's coming out on these shows.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like I'm somewhat important in this studio.
You are.
So
and shout out to the Knowlton too.
Yeah, shout out to the Knowlton, definitely. And but anyways, make sure you follow them and tune in to episode 79. I'm going to teach you how to attack goals. The closing statement that I'm going to give here is a quote that I've randomly read twice in the past week, but I don't want to paraphrase it. I want to say it right. And it was by Thomas Edison. Work is usually missed by most people because it's disguised in overalls. Opportunity is missed by most people because it's dressed in overalls and looks like work. Thomas Edison.
Yeah.
We'll catch you next week.
Peace.
That was good.